Soundstripe.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to another day of Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is the 10th day of the month of March in the year 2021. You just heard the recording I played from the Costa show this morning. It was recorded last night, but I recorded it this morning. Of the shame and disgrace that is continually brought upon the Republic of Liberia and the Liberian people by our leaders who have no knowledge, consciousness, or understanding of their positions and the pride and dignity that comes with that position. They don't understand it. Claire Weir ain't know nothing but leading government or being in government. She never been associated with Jamaican government. These are people just making their living as ordinary people. And we have taken these people and plunged them into a society living they don't understand nor comprehend. So traveling and telling people the First Lady is coming, they have no understanding of why that is necessary. First of all, it's necessary because of your security. You are traveling into a foreign nation. They have to be notified that you are coming so that security forces can be aware that you're in that country. If you have enemies from Liberia in your country, you have enemies from Jamaica in your country, you have enemies from wherever you've lived in your country, and they know you're traveling without security, they see you walking around the street shopping in the stores alone or with one or two Africans, this is eliciting problems for our allies. And that's why it's important that they know when you enter in the country. Then the people stealing our money and taking it abroad to London to put in the secret accounts. Like Costa said, this country got laws. You can't travel into the country with over $10,000 without notifying them. Because they got to protect their own system, their own economic survivals. People coming in with foreign money and infusing it into the country and getting rich off the tax system and all these kind of things. And the people don't know about it. They don't know where this money coming from. People taking lump sum of cash and interest rates out of the country. Those are problems. Now, yeah, our president's wife being held at the Paris airport for 48 hours. That's the right time, 2 days, to interrogate. They didn't violate her right in any way. They have a right to hold you for 2 days before they decide to put you in jail or to let you go. So here is the president's wife of the Republic of Liberia sitting at the airport in Paris, France, for 2 days, being interrogated, detained, by the police. Can we go any more down in shame and disgrace? Can we go further in displaying how corrupt our country is and how failed the leaders of Liberia are today? We can't. This is the bottom. Our first lady being held at an airport in France, interrogated. Now let me tell you, they fired Geraldine Bass Golaka. You better don't mess with Geraldine Bass Golaka. She's under my protection. She's a member of Chesson family. And although I don't talk much about my father people, but you touch Geraldine Bass Golaka, you touching the Chesson family. You touching a Tony Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson. I'm not telling you not to do what you want to do. I'm just telling you, take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Geraldine Bass Golaka is nobody to play with in Liberia. Okay? You hear that Golaka name and all of that? Don't mind it. She got Chesson name behind her too. So you better be careful. That's a Chesson family member. She's under my care. I'm watching her back. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Let me put my lesson up. First topic, Americo-Liberian and African American connection. 2, no positive change or changes since 1980 in Liberia. 3, Attorney Commander Rodney Chesson's people must unify for positive changes now. Let me start in my lesson. We can see what's going on in the country in Liberia today. We can see how dysfunctional our system is. And it's all because of corruption. It's all because of lies. It's because of the evil we have done to ourselves. Now, I told you about the people on the internet going around saying the Congo people dead. The Congo people, there's no Congo people in Liberia no more. We are all part of one big native society, devoid of everybody else that are related, associated with us. And that is not true. That is not true. Because Congo people who want to associate with Americo-Liberians and don't understand the plight of my people from the United States of America and won't come with their Congo roots because we accept them as part of us. They won't come and tell our indigenous people that there are no more Congo people. There are no more Americo-Liberians. Speak for yourselves. All Congo people are not Americo-Liberians. Some Congo people are resettled slaves, are recaptive slaves. They were bringing them to Europe, and the British captured them and brought them to Liberia. Those are the Congo people. They mix us together because our native people wanted to make a joke out of us, say, oh, y'all are your Congo people. You're the new settlers, all of your Americos, Congo, you're the same. But we're not the same. We accept the Congo people because we have the same settler background. Those that amalgamate into our society, they are part of us, just like any indigenous tribal group that amalgamates into our society. We all one. That's the one Liberia we talk about. But these Congo people who feel privileged to share Liberia with us want to come out and say that America don't exist no more because they don't have any link to American families in the United States of America. So they think that only in Liberia we exist, and we'll be stupid like them to cut off our ties with the United States of America and our people in America. They must be stupid. They must be stupid. And they are so blinded and narrow-minded that they won't come and talk about hate to me about my people. When you don't know about something, why you want to teach people about my people? You people are Congo people. We brought you into the fold because you possess the change we desire. The desire to learn and progress through Western education. That is the prime leading source of exchange, communication, interaction of the world's people. Nobody speaking Basso in the world. Nobody speaking Pele or Guillaume or Mano. They're speaking English. They're speaking French. And even with the English and French, none of them dominate the world like English. The British are English. The Americans are English. So for any exchange we have to make, we have to deal with these people. And this is where my other root come from. So how will people come and say, I don't exist no more? That I've forgotten my people in America and only in Liberia. And what's in Liberia for me? What's in Liberia for me? We've been there for 2 centuries almost. And the native people still haven't accepted me. I go on the native people show, they tell me, oh, Rodney Chesson, go. You don't belong here. You ought to be on the internet. They don't want to hear what I got to say. They want to hate me. They want to go after me. They're not going after you, Congo people. They're going after us Americo-Liberians who have no roots per se in Liberia except our own people over the ages. And even those that intermingle with indigenous people, they still don't respect us. Whether they kill my grandfather for the same thing, and the indigenous people owe him no loyalty or respect. They will owe me any loyalty or respect. I'm preaching the same goal of my grandfather of unification and integration because I know my people have not unified or integrated with the tribes. We haven't. There are few tribal groups and people that have seen the light and want to tell the truth. But how can they tell the truth? When the master, the educated buffoons, just want to use their tribal roots to deceive their massive illiterate people to use as they want to manipulate as they want to sway back and forth as they want to keep themselves enriched, empowered over their blind, gullible, impoverished people. They don't like a man like me speaking out. Why would they like a man like me? because I know who I am. I know from whence I come, from where I come. And nobody gonna tell me otherwise. I am not scared of you. I ain't gonna back down to you. I ain't gonna let you think any other way about who I am. But the right historical way of my people in my country from the founding of the West African Republic of Liberia. Let's put right where right belong. Let's put just where just belong. Let's put fairness where fairness belong. And don't play that shenanigans with me, because I'm not deceived or fool or afraid to claim my roots as an Americo-Liberian. Why? There are many things that matter to me. I got a whole family of African American people in the United States of America. And this is the same thing that caused Liberia to remain stagnant for so many years. We came to Liberia and broke off our roots with our African American peoples. And they too, being misled and misguided by false television, by false teachings, by false education, miseducation, cut off their roots with Africa too. Thinking that we are running around with in the jungle with Tarzan. Who is Tarzan? If we ever saw Tarzan in Liberia, he will be pulled down, disciplined, taught how to wear clothes, and become a civilized citizen. We ain't gonna have no white man running around with jungle talking about whoo, and we walking around in coat and ties. What you think our city is, a jungle? We'll pull that Tarzan down and give him 50 latches for public indecency and jail him for 1 week and then teach him how to wear pants. What you think here? Africa is a jungle? You don't follow the slave masters and stupid people and think let them teach you all that thing. You'll come to Africa. See what Africa is. Yes, we need help. We need help from our people in America who are conscious of our great connection, our great ties of consanguinity, blood relations, that we cannot cut. We cannot divorce ourselves from. We cannot ignore. We've done that for too long. See what has gotten us. Our people in America still in slavery. Our people in Liberia still ruled by dummies and idiots, put into power by the same people that are killing our people in America with impunity. What chances do we have for our own survivors? What chances do we have as divided people for our own progress and advancement? We are an integral part of each other. And if our people continue to think as blindly as our forefathers and come here with a Congo mentality, telling us we are not Americo-Liberians, we must forget our roots and our people in America and only depend on native people who have no consciousness of oneness, no consciousness of unification and integration, even among their tribal peoples, then you telling me I'm going to forget my African American people to follow these lost tribal people of Liberia, these lost 16 tribal people who are miseducated, misguided, misgoverned, and still too gullible to see, to understand the teachings of Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson, or even have the vision to see what I'm talking, to understand in the mind's eyes the truths of what we need to see for ourselves. We cannot be blind like our forefathers, thinking that we in Liberia can free and save Liberia and help Africa. We can't. All the other African nations are slaves to Western nations. They call themselves presidents and leaders of democratic nation of a monarchy commonwealth. Are those insane crazy people or what? You telling me you free, then I hear you taking command from a king and queen who you have no decision of making power over? Then you won't tell me you free, I'm going to join you. I'm going to forget about my people in America and follow your lost people. 16 tribes don't know whether you're going or coming. Don't know whether you can trust each other or not. Don't know whether one group stealing too much or the other, and when you will give it up so the next group can steal. That's the kind of people I'm going to come to. My people in America got problems too. We got some serious problems here with black people. But at least, I stand a better chance with them too. And my own people, I got to the point where they're arresting our First Lady for money laundering, for stealing, for going against foreign people law and keeping her detained for 48 hours. Our country is dead. We have no respect. These people are bringing massive amount of money in this country that they don't own, that they're stealing. And George Weah and his wife and his family are part of the whole corruption scheme and conspiracy to rob Liberian people blind. And yet we are sitting down talking about we're not African Americans. I am an Americo-Liberian, and I share common ties of consanguinity with my people in America. Congo people, American people in Liberia, called Americo-Liberian people, are not there. We are not erased from Liberian society. Maybe your Congo people are. You do what you want to do, but don't include my people into your Congo people. Nonsense. The time of my people is now. Let me take a break here. Look at our country, my people. Look at the Republic of Liberia. Tell me, have we made any progress in our country since 1980? Did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf make any progress in Liberia as she said she would since 1980? The people destroy our country. Liberia was thriving more in 1980 than it ever has been up to this day. Our country was growing. Our people were getting paid on time. Our agricultural system was growing. Our financial system was growing. We have problems, yes. The same problem we have always had from time immemorial: corruption. Trouble brought nepotism into our system. Tubman never did dealt so much with nepotism. His children were elected. So when your children elected, that's different from them being appointed. When they elected, the people take that chance. Say we take the president's son because we want him to lead us. So they elect him. We have nothing to do with that. The people have nothing to do with that. That the people elected their leader. But when our president appoints their children, their brothers and sisters, head of our agencies of government, that's nepotism. That's nepotism. We can't say you shouldn't do it. Look what happened to Bobby Kennedy in America. Your leg pointed to America. They killed his brother and they killed him. Look at Donald Trump and his family right now. They led our country amok. They got there with the same intentions to rip us off, to plant their father in power for life, to seek to overthrow any government that won his father and made him a first-term president. All of this is insanity. It's insanity. Everyone want to take this out of Liberia. The same thing in Liberia. Our country was running. Joe killed. The old government took over. Our government was running. He killed all his buddies. The PRC. He killed all of them on lies, on conspiracy charges. He just wiped those guys out, man. Then he takes over the country. He brings the same Ellen Johnson Sirleaf back into the fold. The same woman that led to Torbert's demise, to the killing our 13 fathers and leaders, and all their loyalists, the indigenous Congo and America who supported them. They killed all of them. Now we come into this day and age, and nothing has changed. Ellen Johnson's still in charge of the country. She's still ruling it like the way she wants to do. She put a dummy in charge. Now she's talking about going to find another woman to move the dummy and put there, which is Lehman, Bowie. Then the other leaders, we can't trust them. Look at Darius Dillon. We just voted for this man, and he's a liar and deceiver. You know, he talked to us about change, then he can put Musa Bility over his party and say he had no choice in it. Now Musa Bility is head of the CPP, the same useless group of people, Benana Ure, Alec Cummings, Walker, Nyambli Kanga, Darius Dillon. All these people are useless. You know, a man is suspended from a world organization. You can't find nobody else to put in your organization but that criminal. Then you'll tell us you want new government, you want to change the system. How can we trust people in your, especially people of integrity, people of law and order? We see you do this kind of shenanigans with the trust we repose in you. How can I trust you again? How can you expect me to look up to you as a man of integrity? Or that Darius Dillon. No, Darius Dillon. You're not that person in my eyes no more. You have diminished yourself. And you're on a criminal, ruling our country. Then you want Attorney Commander Chesson to come live in this mess. These cesspools of recycled criminals and bamboozled rogues and children of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, y'all want me to come and roll over in the same mess? Feces all in the street. Our country dirty, just like on Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. We tell dirty woman take our country and give it to a worse person, a worse, dirty person. Then you'll say, I'm going to come back to be with you people, to live in the cesspool of feces, of germs, of diseases. You want me to come back to live in that? How can we help our country, man? We're getting diseases for COVID-19, and our country is infested with all kinds of other diseases. We can't get vaccine for Ebola, and it's a reoccurring disease. So what's our plight, man? What's our plight? What's our plight? Are we doomed to continue upon this stagnant, never developing path? We call it progress. Our country just being messed up, our money stolen and misused, people not being held accountable. Our first lady can leave Liberia anytime she wants to leave without our people knowing. Going 10 times to France and we never been told about it. Why can these people just rule our country and just leave anytime like the private citizens? Who are these criminals leading my country? Who are they? And we have no change in our existence. From one rogue system to the other rogue system to the other rogue system. And every time leaders come, they perpetuate the same crime because of their family people, because of their tribal people, because of the ignorance of our native people, because of the desire to consistently steal, because of the blindness of our people, of the Congo people. What hope is there for us, man? What hope is there? There are only few real Congo people left in Liberia. There are few that still maintain our links to America and to our family. So that way you can say, there's no more African Americans? Are you crazy? And there will be more, because our country will bring in more people. We'll bring our brothers and sisters back, because native people can't develop my country, man. We need help. We need help. We need help from people we can trust. We need help from our own people. The help that has been missing for so long, because we have been divided, we have been stupid, we have been backwards, and we have been above all bamboozled. And we can't go through that no more. Look at the white media. The white leaders can say anything about us. They can insult us. As soon as we go to chastise them, they charge us with hateful speech. They charge us with statement against their rules. So we have no win-win situation. That's why I don't even bother no more. They won't charge me with anything, let them charge me. But the people that leading our country are the most hateful and wicked people of my people today still. They want to enslave us and say all kind of nasty, wicked things about us. But when we say the same thing, to chastise them and let them know we're not afraid of y'all, bring it to us, we'll bring it right back to you. They take the rules to punish us, to move our things from on the social media without telling us, and just telling us it's against their rule. They're warning us they will move it because it's against their selfish, racist rules. See how we suffer all the time? So what the use of really expressing myself? Rather dealing with issues in this country. We have no right to deal with issues in this country because they press us against us. The media silences us. They use all kind of messed up rules when they're presidents and their leaders and the people they're supporting walking around with machine guns and threatening people's lives and saying all kind of things about Christianity and the people that we trust. Then when we go to talk and tell them to stop the nonsense, they charge us with bullying. They charge us with all kind of negative things. So I would just save my show. I ain't got time for all of that. I ain't got time. My African American people got to become conscious too. This is no life when we can only speak when they permit us to speak. Let me take a break, then I'll go into my last topic. But nothing changed. From the time I've lived in my country to this very day, we've been going through the same problems with the same leaders over and over. Now, in this day and age, we have no leaders. We're just recircling the same people with track records of stealing, of being disciplined by foreign entities. These people are just liars. All the young people we trust to lead us, when we put them in power, they come and deceive us with the same people over and over again. My trust in my people is almost lost. Then you see I'm going to forget about my other people in America, to trust only my people who don't know whether they're going to come or coming, who don't know whether the Liberians are foreigners, who don't know whether they're tribal people or native people. You want me to put my life in those people's hands? Huh? Are you crazy? I am Americo-Liberian. I'm not forgetting my people in America. I am African American. I know my roots. I know my people. And they're here in America. And I got to connect with them to save our country. I connect with them to save the country we built. I got to connect with them to save Liberia. My Liberian people are still unconscious of their duties, obligations, and responsibilities to Liberia and the Liberian people. Let me take a sip of my coffee. I'll be back. My last topic for today is my people must unify for positive changes now. I've been talking for too long. I've been telling my people we need to come together. I've been telling my poor people in Liberia who look up to me for leadership and guidance that the time is coming when we must come together and lay the foundation for positive changes in my country. The time is coming. Hold on 1 minute, please. I'm on the line, Karen. What you need? I'm doing my show. Got 45 minutes to be at the hospital. Okay, thank you. Okay, I have a medical appointment this morning. since my cancer, since my ulcer, that I looked at cancer, I've been going through these different examination and processes to find out what really wrong with me because they're still bleeding. So I go all through this for my country. I go through all of this for people I care for. And we got to unify now. Because it's been too long. 50 years nearly of talking, of writing, of sharing the ideas of unification and integration of my grandfather, and wanting to enlighten my people of our plight. Still today, that depends on the unification and integration of our society and to understand our people that those things are in our best interest. They are two, but they are one. You cannot have unification without integration. So unification and integration is a collective ideal. It's a collective axiom for what we desire for ourselves. So I just hope my people, the people that have always believed in me, the people that have always followed me, the people who have always understood that for us to change, there must be a positive, stern, and strong, exemplary path of leadership, of governance, of guiding, directing, instructing. The time of our people is now. Other people are failing to prepare our people. Other people are failing to bring to the consciousness of our people that we need fresh new leaders. And they are right in our midst. But we keep forgetting them. We keep neglecting them time and time for the same rogues and leaders who have stolen from our country from time immemorial and got the money to influence the deceiving people in our communities to continue to put them in power over our constitutional democratic system of governance. My people, my young Liberian children, my followers, my believers, those people who have given me strength over the years to speak as I speak today and have not relented in trusting me. It is time for us to come together. It is time for us to change Liberia, change our destiny, take back our country. The time of Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson is now. Aluta! Continua. Rise. 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 Have a good day, my people.
Subscribe.